You're wondering what's the best way to plan your YouTube videos or short films? Well, then this video is exactly for you. I tried lots of different methods, but this is the one that worked the best for me after a lot of trial and error. But before I show you how it works, let's have a quick look why you should even plan your YouTube videos. When it comes to filmmaking or creating YouTube videos, it's easy to get lost in the process. Planning, scripting, filming, editing, thumbnail design, and so on. It's a lot of things that come together. In this mess, it's easy to forget things if you don't properly plan your videos. But also planning your videos does not only help you in the back end, it also directly impacts the quality of your video. A well-planned video will always outperform videos in which someone just rambles in front of the camera. Planning ensures to properly think about things like title, thumbnail, storyline, and so on before you even start shooting. As you see, that's exactly what I did for this video. All of this looks well organized and gives a bird's-eye view of the entire video. And all of that even if you're a messy person. But give me a moment, I'll tell you everything about this workflow in just a bit. Planning a video also ensures that you don't forget to shoot any footage. I guess we all had that one moment in post-production when we realized we forgot that one key shot or the one talking head segment. It just sucks when we have to get our entire equipment out again and go back to shooting. But you know what's the great thing? It's easy avoidable by creating things such as a proper script and a shot list. Okay, but how to get started? Obviously there are plenty of tools out there. Notion, Obsidian, Google Docs, and so on. But what's the best? Well, first of all, I think there isn't the best tool. All of them do have their strengths and weaknesses. I personally used mainly Notion in the past. It's a great all-rounder and unifies tools like docs, sheets, and databases in one software. However, it's also not perfect. I've always been a very visual person. I like to visualize things to better see the big picture and better understand the entire project. Notion doesn't really have many ways to do that. Of course, there are other tools that create mind maps, but I always found that a bit useless. How would you put entire script, sample thumbnails, or other links into one single mind map? That just doesn't work. But you know what? I recently discovered a tool that kinda does exactly that. It kinda combines structured information like in Notion with the unstructured ways of mind maps. And honestly, that's pretty cool. Like, I didn't even think that there would be any way to combine those two things, since they are kinda contradicting each other. But well, the guys at Scrintal made it possible. They're also kindly sponsoring this video, so let me quickly introduce you how Scrintal works and how I use it from now on to plan my videos. Okay, so welcome on my Scrintal desk. That's kinda like your dashboard, if you will. I don't really have many things here, but one thing I want to show you is my video dashboard. So if you click on that board, I get to my video database. So to make you quickly familiar with the concept of Scrintal, let me briefly explain. In Scrintal, you can create so-called boards, like this one, for example. This is kind of the same as a main desk. I think you could compare it with a new page in Notion where you organize other sub-pages. And on this board, I can create different elements such as cards, more boards, text links, and so on. Cards are kind of like sub-pages. They can contain different media types such as text, images, video files, links, and so on. And they also allow you formatting. If you make a backslash, you can see the different options you have. You can also link other cards or boards to cards. For that, simply type a plus and the name of the card or board. So here in my video dashboard, I created a column for different stages of my videos. And those columns contain cards for each video. Let's take the video you're watching right now, for example. If I click on it, I get some basic information such as publish date, sponsor, and so on. Then I also see the main link to the video board and direct links to certain cards on my board. If I click now on the main board, I get to the board of this particular video. It contains all specific information about this video. Oh, and if you're wondering, I created this template all myself. I love that Scrintal can be completely customized for your specific use case. If you want to see my template, you can find a link to the public board in the description. Unfortunately, Scrintal doesn't have a save as template option yet, but you can simply open my public board and recreate it yourself. However, I believe that this is a feature they are working on, so hopefully we'll have it soon. By the way, if you're already curious to try Scrintal out yourself, simply head to the video description and click on the link. If you use the code Marcus10, you will receive a 10% discount off your subscription. Okay, so let me quickly guide you through my video planning template. I split this into three main parts: ideation, content, and publishing. The first section contains important parts such as title and thumbnail. Since you should plan those before you even script the video, they are here in this first section. So then I would click on the titles cards and write down potential title ideas for the video. Usually I try to come up with at least 10. After I try to pre-choose one, but it still might change during the process later. Oh, and by the way, in the bottom of each card, you will find links and backlinks. This allows you to quickly jump to connected cards and organize your ideas better. As you see, I connected all those cards in this section with a main card called Media Data. Now I could leave the title card open and open the thumbnail card. I love about Scrintal that you can open as many cards and windows as you want. This can be very useful if you want to see multiple information at once. Like here, it makes a lot of sense to see my titles and the thumbnail ideas at the same time. Now, depending on my chosen title, I'd go to YouTube and try to find thumbnails of other creators that performed well or that I personally like. Then I make a screenshot and paste them here. Another cool feature is that you can open those screenshots as a separate window, or if you embedded a video, you can even play it back right in Scrintal. Then I have here a card for my video description as well as some sponsor information. Everything nicely organized in this section. After I have all those cards filled out, I move on to the next section, called Content. That's where I put all my research, the script itself, and my shot list. Let's start with research and notes. That's where the initial process of scripting starts. Here I would put research in text form, but also link reference videos or images. If you have a complex video, you could even create another board here in order to organize all your thoughts, research, and information. Or let's say you want to link a card of another past video. Scrintal has a global archive, which allows you to search for all your cards and boards. Simply search for the card or board and drag it to the video board. Now you could connect it with the content section by drawing a new connection. If you click now on this card, you can see it appear on different places of your Scrintal workspace. And if you change anything here, it will also change on all the other places you use this card. A super useful feature in my opinion. Let's go back to the research card and also open the video script. It's very useful to be able to open reference videos and images in those own windows right within Scrintal. That definitely eliminates some distraction compared to going to YouTube or to Google. Then I write my script here and often add squared brackets that reference to certain shots in my shot list. It also helps to format the script a bit to make it easier to go through later. I guess we are done, right? Well, not really, because there's one important step left that helps me to create engaging videos. And that is a shot list. Also, that can be found in this section. Here I usually write out all my shots for this video. That includes A-roll, B-roll, stock footage, screen recordings, and thumbnails. That makes sure I don't forget about any important shots on shooting day. Honestly, if you aren't using shot lists yet, I highly recommend you start using them. It's one of the easiest ways to make better videos. For this video, my shot list is not too complicated, but some other videos definitely have more complex ones. Unfortunately, Scrintal doesn't allow you yet to create tables and databases. That's why I would do more complex shot lists still in Notion. But I think it's only a matter of time until we see those features here as well. Okay, so at this point I would usually head out to shoot and get all the footage I need to start editing. The great thing here, Scrintal is browser-based, which means when I'm out shooting, I can access it from anywhere and any device. Assuming there is a connection, of course. Unfortunately, there isn't an offline mode in Scrintal yet. As you might remember, there's still one section left in my template that we haven't talked about yet, and that's publishing. In order to not forget about anything during the publication process, I create here a quick checklist that reminds me of all important steps. That makes sure I never ever forget again to add a description, add text, or place sponsor links. It's so simple, but yet effective. And yeah, then it's time to hit publishing. After that, I also link my video here so I can quickly access it if I need it in the future. So that's essentially how I plan my videos. So basically every video will have a board like this. And as I move through the production workflow, I can move the video card from one section to the next in my video dashboard. That ensures I always know which videos are at which stage of the production process. So obviously there are many other ways to plan your videos or films. But that's just what works best for me right now. I guess there would be a million other structures how you could organize the information within Scrintal. And that's what it makes it so powerful. It's completely up to your imagination, how you design your boards and cards. So you can be creative. One other use case that I haven't showed you yet is to create mood boards for your short films. You can simply create a new board and use cards to represent your storyline and shots. Then you can add reference images or shot descriptions within those cards. Also super useful. And you can always link those boards to your main video boards, so everything is well organized. So that's it for this video. If you're interested in checking out Scrintal, simply click on the link in the video description and use the code Marcus10 to get 10% off your subscription. Also, I'd be interested about your video production workflow. Which tools are you currently using? And as always, don't forget to subscribe and like for more videos like that. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.